Hello, guys, and welcome to Cricket Caviar. And what a ODI which has been played at Indore. मजा आ गया देख के. India through and through winners 399 runs on the board, and makes you wonder whether this is going to be the time when we are going to win the World Cup again. But yeah, it was a comprehensive win and a proper thrashing of the Australians. But I felt कि अगर 50 overs का match hota, we would have seen a more contest in the match, maybe. But still disappointed with the Australian show. I mean, they couldn't control the flow of runs at all in the middle overs, in the death overs, and even with the bat. Expected much more from Steve Smith, Labuschagne, and especially David Warner was so dumb. He killed the mood of the match by getting out like that, and he was just jumping around playing right-hander, and Ashwin bowled him a leg spinner. So, Vishnu, what's your reaction to this match?
Disappointed with Australian intent. Actually, I thought they will come and show that they are the ones who like favorites, and I
Hmm.
thought they will play with the main players who will be mostly playing in the World Cup. And mm, and I felt Smith आज off he was like completely switched off. I felt not
Hmm.
bowling changes like within 30 overs. May he bowled Zampa 8 overs, and
Hmm.
that last 2 overs were very crucial. That we didn't score well in those last 2 overs. That's where even Markwa thought that the momentum was shifted, but then Sky took over. If if not for Sky, we wouldn't be scoring that many for sure. Because I don't think
Hmm.
our actual playing 11 will be capable of doing that what Sky did today.
Wow,
Yeah, and
that's a great point. And yeah, said, like, even I expected better from Steve Smith, who I still believe is better captain compared to Pat Cummins. Even we saw
and
in the
one more thing, Shikhar, uh,
hmm,
everyone know that you and myself are the most lowered expectations about Indian team winning the World Cup. But since Asia Cup, I thought my percentage has gone like 20% abhi tak ki
hmm,
okay, we are going good, but any time we don't know, man, how we will play. I still have doubts in that middle order. Still.
hmm. नहीं विष्णु, मेरा तो ये देख, पोटेंशियल, इफ वी प्ले टू आवर फुल पोटेंशियल तो हम जीत जाएंगे, वर्ल्ड कप जीत जाएंगे. बट द प्रॉब्लम इज, लाइक
No,
यू
the
सेड,
problem.
we have a problem of plenty. We have a problem of plenty. There are too many players who are fighting for the spot and fighting well. And
And one more thing, Shikhar, what I'm realizing since couple of years is some of our all-rounders, they think that more of a batsman than an all-rounder. That's where
mm,
I'm thinking ki Hardik and Jaddu, they are slowing down so badly, like in the middle phase.
mm,
Instead of that, if they can think that they are most baller all-rounders, maybe they could have
mm.
scored better. Like in 2019, we were still thinking that Jaddu is like a bowling
Actually,
all-rounder.
the point you made during our chat earlier, that whether Hardik would have scored like this, what Surya did today. Surya is a proper death over, slaughterhouse. Like,
Yeah, true.
once he gets that rhythm and tempo, there is no bowling attack in the world who can stop this guy. He has all the unique shots, and all the shots go to different places of the field.
Bro,
Uh,
I'm saying right that 43rd over where Zampa bowled and we scored only in those 2 overs 4 runs, right?
hmm,
If Hardik came out to bat, I think momentum would have completely shifted towards Australia because Hardik won't play those kind of shots until 46th over. He will be
hmm,
rotating the strike, and I don't think the
hmm.
other batsman, of course, our class, I don't think he would be scoring that many for sure.
I wish I
Hmm.
didn't see the. I wish I just cut myself off in September and October. Indian team का ये cricket देख के now I'm again over hopeful about our chances. And just tell me, guys, they are just deceiving us.
I didn't see the Australian intent. Actually, this is the first time I felt ki Australians are like playing like Afghanistan or maybe some Minos, man. I don't see any intent in the middle overs, bowling
That's
me,
pathetic.
batting
That
me. What
yeah.
that stupid man Warner? He has played how many games for Australia
I
now?
mean,
Who plays that
come on,
such a
what a
ridiculous innings,
even through
man?
the inside edge, what a ridiculous shot. And I mean, this is okay, a practice series, but Australia should have showed some intent. Like they don't want to carry any confidence to the World Cup. What is the strategy here? And talking about their middle order, the heart really says Ishan Kishan, Shreyas Iyer, and Surya now.
No.
I know it will not happen. And I'm only rewarding Ishan Kishan because when Pakistan was in full confidence, he faced those three pacers, so he should not be just thrown out
You
of the
know
mix
what,
now.
Pratik?
नहीं ईशान
Exactly.
किशन
I
क्या
also
बोला
said
ये फिर से बोल
He faced the Pakistan team when
नहीं
they
नहीं
were in
नहीं
full confidence.
क्या नाम लिया तूने तीन क्या नाम लिया सूर्या ईशान एंड
Shreyas Iyer, Ishan Kishan, and Surya Kumar. But I know it will be Hardik and KL for sure. But just if I have to pick my three, that will be Ishan Kishan, Shreyas, and Surya.
Mushkil
KL
hai. It will be
after getting
less
dropped by
options.
Zampa in the last game, he's rotated. He's rotating the strike well, and he was there in that crucial chase also. But today also, I felt he started really well. I mean, I was so surprised with that intent, which we don't even see in the IPL.
But I don't understand his technique, Shikhar. I really don't. Sometimes I feel like I'm not sure what he's thinking. Like if Abhi Sky aaya 41st over mein and he knows that he can't play the shots in the beginning, he's the one who should take over, right? But still he was like, he couldn't even take a single in those 3 overs where Sky was batting. He's putting himself in pressure as well as Sky. Luckily, Sky got those 3 sixes and the momentum was shifted. But if not, I think the momentum would have shifted completely to Australia because you can't
Yeah,
give such kind of moments.
and if you see, he was 27 of 15 balls, and then after that, he made only 25 runs in next 24 balls. Okay, and he ended up 52 of 38. So, it was like he decelerated. He started with a strike rate of 180, I think, and he ended up with a strike rate of 130.
Yeah.
So, in that way, I didn't understand when the bowlers were just under so much pressure, why you couldn't take the attack to them. And you
See,
had
if
to
we
rely.
had only like 6 or 7 specialist batsmen and 5 bowlers, complete bowlers, I could understand that slowing down needed there because there is no other batsman coming down. But there is other batsmen who can score runs. So it's not that he is the only one left to score. So I don't understand his tactics, man. Sometimes I feel ki KL is such a player. There is a chance for the opposition to come back in any situation.
Yeah, yes, we should have definitely got to 420 or something like that today, especially
Even
how
Mark
we.
Waugh, Mark Waugh was suggesting when there were no runs flowing, he said it will be a 350 or 360. I can't see Indian scoring more than 370. Then later he
Guys, if I
said
remember
ki
correctly, 29, 15 World Cup.
you are cutting off Pratik.
Sorry, we lost you. Yeah, so I was saying Sky needs to be there now. That's the big conundrum because both games he has made crucial 50s, and whether they today Sehwag also posted about Sky ki bhai ye banda alag hai और हमारे top 5, and he has written this on Instagram. You can check Virendra Sehwag's Instagram. He has written this like our top 5 can all play at the same place, but Sky is the difference. Now, if Sky is the difference, and he really was today, like 72 of 36 at the strike rate of 200, he just plundered the Australian bowling. But the question is, how do we accommodate him? Of course, we can, even if we drop Ishan Kishan, we have to drop someone
I
else
think
also.
Ishan Kishan will be dropped for Shreyas replacement.
Yes,
Shreyas will
yes.
come.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the
Ishan
middle
Kishan
order will be
dropped.
Shreyas, KL and Hardik.
Yes. This is what I said during Asia Cup also. If you remember, I said na ki Ishan Kishan will be dropped. He has to be dropped. Once only he got that luck that KL was
See,
had not batted and Shreyas was not fit. So he got those
actually,
games and he
if you
performed well.
yeah,
But
if you remember, Shikhar, we both praised Ishan's innings against Pakistan, where
hmm,
he was he was rotating strike, he was
hmm,
hitting boundaries here and there. Since
hmm.
then, I've never seen him play that kind of innings where he is
Yeah, yeah.
rotating the strike.
And
He's
that has
completely
been his
took
problem since
problem.
long. That's why he
Yeah,
was slotted as an opener, backup opener,
opener.
backup opener.
I think
And
Ishan has dug a big hole for himself by playing those through four slow innings now. I think now management might
hmm.
prefer Surya over Ishan, even though he
Shreyas will
played
play
नहीं
brilliantly
because
सूर्या
against the
तो
most
ओवर
strong bowling
ईशान
attack.
नहीं आएगा ना ऑलरेडी श्रेयस
no.
है मतलब श्रेयस अय्यर थैंक गॉड टुडे ही
Oh,
डिस्पेल्ड
right,
ऑल द
right.
डाउट्स
Shreyas over Ishan then. Yeah, Shreyas
Yeah,
will play
yeah,
over Ishan
श्रेयस
then.
ओवर
Yeah.
ईशान तो है ही and Shreyas deserves it also. Last 4 years his
man.
performance has
Yeah,
been
yeah.
phenomenal, and
True.
today
I'm also
also
so happy for Indore crowd. I don't know why, but they are huge Shreyas Iyer fans. I was so surprised when I was watching a test match there. People were not yelling Kohli or Rohit. They were just yelling some chant, and the last three words were Iyer bhai sexy. So they
hmm,
were huge fans of Shreyas Iyer, and I'm so happy he scored 100 there today.
hmm.
Yeah, true, man.
So
I'm
yeah,
And
happy
it
for
was
knowing
him as well.
BCCI, I think
and let's talk about that Shreyas Iyer. Really, man, that innings was fantastic because he came after the loss of Ruturaj Gaikwad's wicket, and I thought he will block, but he started. He was in fact start faster off the blocks than Ishan, then Shubman Gill, and Shubman Gill had to catch on later on. Shubman Gill and Shreyas Iyer, they were going neck to neck like 70s, 80s. But again in the 80s, it was Shreyas who got that one extra boundary and then reached the 90s, and then he got the 100 before Shubman Gill, who slowed down. I think he slowed down considerably for some time. 25 बॉल में शायद 15 ही बनाए, 15 रन ही बनाए in 25 balls. So
yeah,
they
I was
slowed
reading
down
your
for the
chat.
milestone.
I was surprised like they like अभी भी अपने इंडियन बैट्समैन को प्रॉब्लम है, थोड़ा स्लो जाते 80s 90s तक आते आते. Like वैसा
Hmm.
वर्ल्ड कप में तो नहीं चलेगा यार. We have to just be on
And
the same page.
only player
Uh,
I think is very selfless is Sky. Sky is the
Yeah,
only one I don't think he will require 100 when he comes close to 100.
I think
Other
actually,
Hardik
players I
also.
see them
I think Hardik
playing
also.
those singles, man, for sure.
Actually, that's a big thing we noticed today. Like milestone phase play, what we do, we get very slow in that. Uh, at least someone
केएल
has
तो
to
50 के लिए
play
भी
a.
स्लो हो जाता है भाई. केएल तो 50 के लिए भी स्लो हो जाता है.
Still,
बाकी
it's
लोग 100 के लिए
okay.
स्लो हो रहे हैं, केएल साला 50 के
Mm.
लिए स्लो हो गया है. मतलब वो तो उसका अलग ही चल रहा है भाई. 29 ऑफ 15 से वो साला पता नहीं क्या कर रहा था. But he was trying, although he was trying to hit, but he was not getting any connection actually. I felt sad for him a little bit, but still, yeah, he's the captain.
And his
And
inform man, inform batsman, he should middle everything, but he still
mm,
struggles in those middle phases. I
mm.
can't understand that.
And I'm disappointed with Jadeja also a little bit. Like he has not hit a six in 2023 at all. And that time he
That is
came,
unbelievable stat. That is an unbelievable. That's a very poor stat for a finisher. That's
yeah, it's
unbelievable.
an
One
unbelievable stat
gutsy
actually.
replacement I can think is to replace Jaddu with Ashwin rather
Yes,
than
yes, yes.
Aksar.
I agree with that replacement because
Actually,
Ashwin
One
can
that
play at the same strike rate. Ashwin can also play at 100 strike rate. We
yeah,
need
yeah.
Jaddu to play
Ashwin
with
can play
150
at
strike rate,
fastest
which is
strike
not
rate
doing it.
actually. Ashwin can
Yeah.
play at the fastest strike rate, and we don't need on these flat pitches. We don't need the technical ability of Jaddu, bhai.
mm,
Proper defense. That all was good in England or Australia, but here I don't think that is needed. I mean, Ashwin can slash around very well.
And
He has done
he
that
is
in.
definitely a better white ball bowler.
Yeah,
Ashwin
yeah,
is. He
yeah.
has more variety.
Only thing is
No doubt
Jaddu
about that.
scores over Ashwin. I think in ODI cricket is fielding. That's the only
yeah.
department where Jaddu scores over Ashwin. Otherwise, Ashwin in
If
ODI
Aksar
is a
had
good.
bowled well in the Asia Cup, I would have said Aksar over Jaddu, but now I'm more tempted to play Ashwin over Jaddu.
I mean, we all saw what Ashwin did today. He just ran through the Australian batting order, and
Yeah,
Man, I didn't had a clue,
variations,
man.
सारे
I
variations हैं
mean,
उसके पास. Leg
he
spinner
Mm,
has
डाला उसने
fantastic
Warner
record,
को.
especially against Australia. I dare the team management to not play Ashwin in the first match.
man, it would be a lethal
That is
combination to
fucking
have
home
in the
ground.
middle order,
That is fucking
middle
home
overs.
ground. How can you leave Ashwin after this 3-wicket haul? I want to ask them.
But
And
it
he's
will be a
developed a
lethal
new
combination.
kind of delivery like Thikshana, which swings in the air. You know, that ball to Labuschagne, that was very different. I have not
It was
seen Ashwin
getting
bowl
so
like.
much turn both ways. Yeah, it was.
And I'm excited actually. I should not say this, but I'm excited for next year's IPL with Rajasthan Royals. Ashwin has developed this delivery. He didn't have this before. I have not seen Ashwin bowl like Thikshana. He has developed this ball and is pushing it
Bro,
somehow, and it is
I know
swinging.
Shardul Thakur has done very well for India, but I'm just thinking, man, if we go with Kuldeep, Ashwin, Bumrah, Siraj, and Shami, like we can destroy any opposition under 45 overs, man, not even 50.
भाई शामी एक तो भाई ना मतलब
I
भाई जॉश
I
हेजलवुड मार
can't
रहा है
trust on
शामी को.
Shami for sure.
शामी के
I
ऊपर
can't
यार
trust.
फ्लैट पिचेस पे भाई मुझे भरोसा ही नहीं है भाई. उसको थोड़ा मूवमेंट मिले तो
Yeah.
ठीक है जैसे. बट आज तो मतलब यार
Yeah,
वो
yeah, we can learn a lesson from Pakistan. Like they thought their bowling attack was invincible, so yeah, we should not be overhype our
As I
bowlers. Yeah, they
said
are
in
in very good
the
form.
I said in the comments today, कि Australia and Pakistan have the lethal combination with the paces, but in India it can be a weakness because of the
Yeah,
pace.
I don't see Hazelwood and Cummins really be a threat. Only Stark with his Yorkers and some in swing early, he will be a good bowler, but others will be average bowlers. Yeah, like they will be same as Reece Topley and Mark Wood. In fact, Mark Wood will be better than these two. So yeah,
मार्कवुड इज नॉट इन द स्क्वाड राइट.
yeah.
He
Right now, I'm
is.
not seeing
He's there.
any extra edge that Australia has, which can make them a contender for semis.
No, he's there. Markwood is in the
मार्कवुड
team.
इज देयर. ओके.
Yeah, he's there.
Okay. And anyway, so great win for India. And again, we win the series 2-0 with our reserves performing well and creating further confusion and doubt in our mind on the 11. I'm sure Rahul Dravid will have a sleepless
I
night.
want to ask one question, guys. Year का total highest score is made by Sachin, total runs, which is like 1864 or something.
That's the thing I was also thinking today.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
do you think Gill can come close to that?
I
He's
think if
like
the pitches
100
are
is,
if the pitches remain like this in the World Cup, I think definitely he will overtake him
he
because
needs after this 100 he needs like 750 change. Sorry, 650. 650 runs.
750. Yes. And
760 tha. I think he scored 100 today, so it comes down to 100, less than 100. So it must be around close to 650, 650,
I
660.
I think it will be broken because not saying because of today's 100, but saying because this 100 he scored against Bangladesh on a slower track. So that may give me more confidence that he will have runs in the
Yeah.
tournament.
And I also see that the extra pace helps his batting. Like the punch hitting he does, the backlift he has, that extra pace will help him score more runs. The pitches where it stops and comes, that's where he has a disadvantage because his batting skills doesn't fit in those kind of
True.
pitches. But because this is World Cup, ICC will take over the pitches, so I think he will be
Yeah, I
coming
hope
close to
ICC
that.
can also take over the field dimensions thing. Like I heard
Yeah,
a rumor earlier that they will
it's
make it
already
70 meters. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't want
That's
to see
right.
IPL boundaries. Yeah, even though हम लोग को like obviously 400 runs देखने में मजा आता है, but still I think it will be more balanced
आज
if
तो
we have 70
55
meter
मीटर
boundaries.
बाउंड्रीज था इंदौर में. 55 मीटर. It was too less.
ईशान का फर्स्ट सिक्स कितना 60 था उसका, and it was in the audience के पास था वो सिक्स. It was so short.
But Shubman Gill can overtake that number if because he has 12 ODIs. If India doesn't make the semi-finals, if you count semi-final and final, he has 14 ODIs. So even if he averages 50, he will easily overtake this number. So that
Yeah.
will be great achievement. Actually, doing it in the first ever season and breaking the world record.
Yeah.
True.
Just guys, one last question on India versus Australia. If I remember correctly, they also played a series together between the 2015 World Cup, right? Just before the 2015 World Cup.
In India, you were saying?
No,
in
in Australia, because
Yes,
Australia
yes,
was
yes.
hosting.
Yes,
And
correct,
now
correct.
this time, since India is hosting, India and Australia are playing it in India.
Yes,
So
yes, you're right.
should-
India
I
did
think
play, but I don't remember the result of that series. I remember the test series that was played.
I feel
Uh,
like India won that series, but they again, then it was disappointing when we lost the semis
Nay,
against them.
Australia has a history. 2003, they actually 2002, they lost the CB series to, I think it was South Africa. South Africa, and it was a tri series between South Africa, England, and Australia, where they lost the tri series at their home. They lost their tri series at their home to South Africa in 2003. Then they went to South Africa and won the World Cup there. And in
Yeah,
2007, if you remember,
they lost to New Zealand.
they
They
lost to
lost to
New
New Zealand
Zealand,
before the World Cup.
where 347 New Zealand chased 347
Yeah.
two times. With
But it
But
was an
still,
easy.
man, like
Craig
those
McMillan.
players used to give confidence. Like I would even though Australia would lose a series, you will never say, "Oh, Gilchrist or Ponting are not good enough," or McGrath is not good enough. You'll never get that feeling. But with the current Australian squad, for so many players, I get that feeling they are not good enough. English should not even be in their top 50 player. Josh English. What the hell, man?
Yeah,
Sean
true.
Herbert, man, will he play
I
after
remember
this
in that
innings?
2007 Australia New Zealand series, they used to call it the Chappell Hadley series that time. Mike Hussey
That
was
guy Mitch Marsh has lost his shirt before the World Cup only. He was
Mike
blabbering so
Hussey
much shit.
was doing his first captaincy
yes, Mike
series.
Hussey was the captain in that series. I
Yeah,
remember that. That was amazing actually. And
it was.
Craig McMillan came out of somewhere. He was retired or something, and he started hitting all the Australian bowlers in that series. It was an amazing series.
So guys, I have to go. I'm actually in a
Sure.
Ganpati festival.
Okay,
I
okay.
told my wife I want to feed the baby, so I sneakily took a break and feed her milk, and now I have to go back to the festivities.
Okay.
I love cricket
Great.
caviar. I
I
love
think
cricket. And
yeah,
before we discuss on Pakistan squad, I think they made a big mistake by not including Abrar. So that's just my comments before that discussion.
great,
Thank
Okay.
great.
you.
Speak
Okay.
well. See ya.
That's it from us, guys. Thanks, and keep watching our channel and subscribing our channel for more content.